So you can see the little ghosty girl run away. And oh no, there's the demon screech, which... Yeah.
Well, if you could teleport like she can, this wouldn't
if
be a problem.
only. But... Yeah, it turns out, yeah, there's some ways to do this. There's, like, some crows you can use, but I did not see them. So, said I just did it the boring way.
Like the little stroll he does out of the ghost.
Yeah. I don't
What was it
know.
called?
Ghost clouds? Ghost parts? Who knows? Yeah.
Spooky remains.
Also, I was trying to see if I could walk through the walk. I walk through the rock. I cannot. Yeah.
They consecrated that.
Also,
rock.
this is like sped up like 3 times as much just because stealth. I could have just gotten a crow to go off, but I didn't see it, so.
Tactical espionage action.
But yeah, when we were just doing that little stroll up to the spooky ghost, that's just like, you hit the button to grab him and the game goes, okay, but you're on a weird angle, so it causes you to just slowly walk and...
Can you, like, cancel out of that animation, or does it, like, lock the ghost
It locks the ghost
executed?
into being executed.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That would be terrible.
And there's me saying off the crow.
Well, you know. Just say hi. It's nice.
So, we are in the ghost cemetery, because this isn't part of the real cemetery, it's like the double ghost cemetery, I don't know.
The ghosts of graves.
Come on, man. It can't be that hard. Then you get over here.
Oh, these
Okay.
teenage
I know it's
punks.
steel or iron or something. But
I
it's
named the
just
last
like a fence,
episode
right?
after a grave robbing
I mean,
pun.
let's
I
do
should
that.
have done this one, but who cares?
We always bring a crowbar when we're hitchhiking to Boston.
How heavy can a steel or iron fence be?
Pretty heavy, right?
Get your ass over in here. Hey, no problem.
Yeah, if it was made of plastic or something, I might say like, oh yeah, pretty easy.
Also, it's not like it's just laying on its own. It's like bolted in there, dude.
I'm sure they have doors ready for easy access after they put dead bodies inside.
Next time, remember the crowbar.
This is not going to end
Wow.
well.
Yeah.
Why?
So-
Haven't had this.
I guess we'll find out what they're...
Yeah.
I love struggling with
Yep.
doors. Oh, modern society, doors are too
Yeah.
nice.
And if they got in there, they would, I guess, not see the spooky gun ghost.
Hmm.
I think I went with what's all this crap. Yep.
What's with all this crap?
Crap? This is my great-grandfather's
So,
stuff from
like,
the war.
his grandfather's
Really
stuff
like
has
crap
its own
because it's old, but it's
ghost.
amazing. Blood-caked bayonets, gruesome
grandfather
riders
here?
about the war.
I feel like that would be an
even
unpleasant
had
conversation.
I don't know.
It made me realize how
He
soft
had
the
ghost
earth is.
whiskey?
I guess
Compared to what?
What are these rules? I mean, I guess you have a ghost cigarette.
so. His
that's
grandfather died with whiskey, bayonet, all of this. He was a badass grandpa.
Blood.
Please don't tell me you went through with it.
I had it all planned out. But I died before I could.
Yeah, and I'm really
Just one
Oh,
I'm really
God.
glad they
Change
don't
the
go
world.
the
This
Columbine
is whatever you
route.
think this is about. It's
They
not.
almost do, but then be like, hey, you know what?
Wars,
That's
not
not
inspired.
fun.
Now just let it go and move on.
He just died.
If you don't understand, you're just a part of the problem.
Well, what are you gonna do now,
He's just
kid?
hanging out in this tomb, so.
Well, now I really do hope those kids break into there and steal all the stuff so that the ghosts... Would that affect the ghosts'
know.
guns? I don't
Also,
know.
there's like an item over there, but you can't get through.
Ronan doesn't know how to dive or crawl.
He's not tactical.
Why can't murdered crawl?
And here I was looking for a ghost sign, but there isn't one to be found.
Well, those are drawn on regular walls,
Yeah.
not ghost walls, right?
Yeah, sometimes I might make a mistake. I definitely edited this video down, but it was a long one, so.
Fair enough. You need to build up speed to teleport.
Trying to think. She's like Nightcrawler. She always looks where she's going to teleport. Also, yeah, the spray painted graffiti. There's that. They talk in the thing like, oh, there's a cult that's like starting to worship the Bell Killer, and that's obviously what the sequel would be if there was a sequel for this game.
Yeah.
Maybe I can.
It's okay, he'll probably end up on, like, cards
What's
for
wrong with this thing?
Rage of Bahamut or whatever. Square has Puzzle and
Seems to be
Dragons.
doing its job just fine.
Its job is to let people know who I was, and I was not like this. Not this filthy. I was important and rich and clean.
And I
know
chose the
importance
finest
of
sweaters.
keeping up appearances, which is why this just
Yeah, she's just very common for someone who's supposed to be rich and fancy.
You'd be surprised.
Also, wow. So really it doesn't matter, like, what the scale of your problems are. Like, oh man, I'm so left behind by my rich people problems. And I can keep here where someone's like, oh, I never reconciled with my dead father.
As long as you're bothered and you're kind of petty, you can be a ghost.
Oh, good question. Did everyone hear that? This young lady just asked if this
Did everyone hear that? I only have like 5 minutes of material, so I'm trying to drag this out.
So this graveyard is quite old. Okay.
So who goes on a tour of a graveyard
So
at
if you
all?
just follow me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would push the respect boundary a little further than like, oh, here's a tree. Actually, it's a ghost tree. I mean, I've been on ghost tours
so
before,
have I.
and they just look at common stuff and say, oh, this is actually
Or
spooky.
you're like going to a building and someone was killed there, but
Yeah.
If it's really haunted.
I should put in my will that people will immediately have a ghost tour of where I died.
Hey, buddy,
Before they even move my body out, they have to have a ghost tour.
you could say that. I used to be a butcher before this bitch got a bug up her ass and started snooping around. People used to come from miles away to buy from me. I had more awards than the wall space to hang them. Then, her little boy goes missing, and I'm suddenly on death row?
I'm guessing you killed him.
I never killed him. I never killed any of them. I left that up to my...
that happened in one of the Hannibal Lecter
Well-
Haunt
sequels.
her for the rest of her
Silence of the Lambs sequels.
Simple. I'm gonna ask her how her son tasted. Funny thing about pigs, you'd be surprised.
The thing is,
how much their diet
that has a lot in common with like one of those old horror comic books that were part of what got comics regulated. I
Yeah.
remember just reading about one where,
I remember at a wedding reception, my mom told us
how she used to chop up people and
it was
eat
like
them.
the plot of an episode. Oh, that's why I don't have any hands anymore. No, there's an episode of like Criminal Minds or something where that happened, and she decided to tell that story while we're having our fancy reception dinner. Some people are like, "Oh, that was on an episode, and they ate the body." I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? This is a wedding reception.
She has to tell everyone about, Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds. This is what crime procedurals have done to dinner time conversation. And I won't stand. I don't care.
And quarantine, there was a thing if you read the notes and all that about how the graveyard was set up to be a quarantine for people with like yellow fever or something, and eventually they all just died. So they're like, oh, we have all these dead bodies over here. Let's make it a graveyard.
Nothing like a
Yeah,
good
why
book.
not?
Also, yeah, there's just a ghost hand on the table.
See, I'm in the middle of something.
Fine, I'll just look around myself then.
Don't touch anything. You must know, I'm on the verge of figuring it out, piecing it all
He's gonna try and de-ghost himself.
No offense. but
Yeah,
these
I think he
methods
might
seem a
be.
little out of date.
I'm not entirely sure what his motivation is besides just being a creepy guy.
Why would I do that when there's so much old ground that needs
But
figuring
yeah,
out?
because we are in
Let me ask you.
a graveyard. There's just so many ghosts to talk to here.
You don't, so I'll just tell you. It's death. And every culture in the world has a book.
Well, okay, it would be funnier though if it's like, I'm going to cure polio.
Okay, that would have been really funny, and I'm a little upset they didn't do it. Like, you could let him go to heaven by telling him polio's already been cured, dude.
Well, and then you mentioned the anti-vax movement, he gets sucked back down.
You just, like, rub it in by saying, you know how he found out about vaccines? Just some moldy bread. That did it. Well, that's penicillin, but... whatever.
Oh.
Also, I don't know why she's here. Because that guy looks like he's from 100 years ago or whatever, and she looks fairly modern.
Some kind of field hospital or something. Please,
Looks like she had a
get me out of here.
runaway
It's not what they
gurney.
say it is. Not with him here.
Who?
Dr. Trotter.
I don't understand. What do you mean this wasn't a hospital? What was it?
A slaughterhouse.
I wish
I see what you mean. Yeah, she's from the same era as
And
Dr.
she
Trotter.
doesn't look like it, though. But she's...
She kind of looks like Claire Redfield.
Well, if you read my fanfiction, you know exactly why that is.
Look, I'm on your side. I just want to ask you a few questions.
Let me finally get a close-up. And she...
Wait,
actually, she can't talk. We'll find out why, but...
I'm gonna have to figure this shit out.
Also, yeah. He saw her teleport and said, you know what, I want to do that, so now we have that ability.
Oh, wow, I didn't really ever think about teleporting, though.
Maybe we can all teleport, but we just haven't thought about it hard enough.
And also not died. How do you think the ghost LP culture is? Are they scared by stuff like Slender, or is it, like, with alive people?
I don't know.
Do they know Slender Man?
Oh, imagine if they did. Imagine if there was a ghost who was afraid of Slenderman and you had to explain to him that no, Slenderman's just boring. So yeah, there's a different part of the quarantine building you can get to now that you can teleport. The rules for teleporting are... it can be, you know, like how we saw holes in brick walls and stuff earlier. You can teleport through those. You can teleport through, like, small gaps. Yeah.
Line of sight.
And, you cannot teleport over, like, demon pits or anything, though. Those are still... You can't even jump over them.
Mm. You can't, like, ninja run on the hands.
Gramophone. Yeah, there's just a few things here that you can look at, and they have nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no, like, established mystery you have to solve for someone involving gramophones.
But imagine if there was.
I was hearing a toe-tapping tune, and I can't remember the name.
And there's, like, a ghost dying, I think?
Wow, that
because,
sucks.
like, Cronin says bullet holes, so if this guy died from yellow fever, I guess he just has it forever now.
Help! This one is getting delirious again. I'm afraid he's going to have another seizure.
Or they're
Comfort him as best you can.
role players.
Laughing beyond the grave.
His internal organs are failing. He doesn't have long now.
No one ever understood a yellow fever
Can't talk
larva.
right now. Can't you see this man is in pain?
And they don't want to talk to me.
None of us have very long.
No, and you can't even possess these. I was like, why can't you possess them and read their thoughts? Because they're ghosts.
Ghosts can't possess ghosts. Oh, mechanic for Murdered Soul Suspect 2. Ghosts can possess ghosts, so you can have a ghost inside a ghost inside a ghost inside a ghost.
And then you possess a medium
Yes.
and they explode.
It's like those Russian stacking doors. But with ghosts.
Oh wow, Stacking 2 finally gets a sequel. But I guess Stacking 2 would be the sequel. Fuck it.
No. There's a good idea. So yeah, and this place can get a little tricky to navigate, just because, you
can navigate more now.
This place, you finally learn how to teleport, and it's kind of a tutorial on teleporting, so it's easy to get messed up.
Just hold on, will ya?
Now chain teleport.
You can kind of do that, but I prefer to just walk. Mainly because, as always, I'm on that lookout for collectibles. This is gonna be 100%. Even if I have to, play a second game to get some stuff I miss.
Is that actually true?
Yeah, I'm trying to collect as many things as I can.
Wait, you can just remove that?
Some items, yeah. Some walls, they'll shake and you can remove them.
You see, and you rebuilt that staircase. I guess it would be acceptable if you had to remove something to put it somewhere
that'd be
else.
neat. Yeah, I'm just showing off that I can stand up here. It makes me feel tall.
And there's just an outhouse.
And more people are just hanging out in the cemetery. I've never been to such a busy cemetery.
This is Travis the Ghost Trapper, and we are in Salem, Massachusetts.
He's standing in front of the camera.
I like this ghost.
Are some of the tortured souls, the screaming phantasms from this town's past, still haunting?
Oh, okay, they're doing Ghost Bros.
Phantasms?
And I'm kind of butting it. I want to be in front of the camera now.
Dwayne, how many times have I told you, don't correct me on camera?
Who actually watches this show? Sound more tough on this drink.
Sorry. Just start again.
I just like him. He's just awkwardly waving every couple seconds.
Okay, that's something I can relate to.
So many deaths, but likely many more yet to come. I can't help but believe this graveyard will only get more.
I mean, that's what happens to graveyards. If the graveyard was getting less full, that'd be a problem.
Well, considering how toxic human bodies are, maybe they should start cremating.
Also, yeah, the fog is kind of weird right here. You can see.
Picked a quiet place
Now
to
it's back
study.
to normal.
Did you fall for it too? When are they gonna let me out of here?
Oh,
I kill those frat guys once I get out.
All those frat guys.
When was the last time you tried
Shaking my fist at
walking out?
them.
Something
I'm
tells
sure.
me
I'm
it'll
sure.
be easier
I'm
than
certainly not a member of a fraternity.
How's that? The door doesn't open from the inside, genius.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, he does.
I was hoping that would save him for no reason.
No, he's just staying in there because he hasn't figured out he's dead. Yeah.
That sucks, though.
I'm just looking at him.
So, Ronan, you're not going to tell him he's a ghost and, set
No,
his
he
soul
told
free?
him he'd figure it out, kid.
Okay, fine. I'll go into your mind read old people to see if they murdered a party teen, but telling a guy that he's a ghost and he should walk out a door.
I mean, we did.
Oh, shit! What?
Oh, yeah, there's a scream, and now there's demons here.
So they've stopped announcing
No, there's
them, I
a
guess?
scream that announced that you.
Well, there were
Oh, yeah,
cutscenes
there
the
were
other times,
cutscenes
weren't there? Yeah.
Good point.
Because, I mean, that's one thing I noticed in the Resident Evil games. I don't think any of them, when you first encounter giant spiders, have a cutscene.
Also, I'm showing off that, hey, you can use your teleport. It's really useful to just be instantly behind them and take them out.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
So, yeah, there's actually a lot of. They're the only real enemy, but there's a lot of varied ways to take them out. You can jump out of a cat, you can use the crow, you can teleport.
And in 10 more hours, you'll unlock the paradigm system.
As soon as we get a ghost gun.
Sure is cold out here.
Yeah, probably should have brought our warm jackets.
So,
I'll go get my stuff.
It's some awkward teens trying to get laid on a grave.
Oh, you mean our football team? Yeah.
The football team is called the Witches?
I guess so.
How small town America is this
It's
place?
Salem, so I guess they just really want to go whole hog.
Sure is cold out here.
The Salem Burning
Jacket
Crosses.
looks really warm.
I really like him. He is a doofus. I relate deeply to his character.
Jeez.
Whoa, look at that column.
Practically throwing myself at him.
Nice that she's so close to football.
Well, it's the football. I can talk to her about my football feelings.
She's just one of the bros. She's not like other women. What even is a woman?
Man. And there's literally like the beginnings of ghost drawings are over this place, so it can get confusing. But
Yeah, that's a little.
also, I went into an area that there's really no reason for me to be in there story-wise, so I had to go back.
No, keep out. I mentioned this when you streamed it the first time, but it's interesting with this game. It's linear, but
That's the French way.
it's Greg Kinnear. But you, all the linear stuff you do is like out of bounds and against the rules of other linear games. You're going through things that tell you can't pass them. You're glitching through walls.
Just teleporting, and I could have sworn, there is a thing here.
And no hint of it.
And what comes after death?
Yeah,
So,
I know.
like, all of her ghost drawings are about, like, ancient forms of executions and ghosts. I wonder what that means.
So the last drawing's just gonna say, "Whoa, ghosts."
Just gonna be boo. Also, All Wife just left a bunch of memories here.
Well, you know, like when you're running late to your ghost school and you have ghost toast in your mouth and all your ghost papers fly out of your
We
hand.
married a ghost anime girl.
A lot of heirloom plates
Yeah,
around here.
those are the horror story collectible.
I imagine someone just got crushed by a bunch of huge novelty
That's exactly
plates.
what happened.
I'm on your side. I'm trying
In the
to figure out
graveyard
who
for some
killed you.
reason. So yeah, she's pretty creepy.
Yeah, I'm a cop.
No, doofus.
Also, I could not tell what someone was pointing at from, like, you know, with that much precision.
Yeah.
I just think they were pointing at me.
God, you're not trying to escape me. You want me to see something.
So, this is a new ghost power we're going to develop.
Alright.
Well, after we
Focus.
look at the tree. I jumped the gun a little.
Oh, they brought back the moving the hand around awkward mechanic from opening a door at the beginning of the game.
You do that, like...
Whoa.
It's not very common, but you do it a few times.
I knew it. The Bell Killer. Why would he go to all this trouble to kill you this way?
She points at the select button pop up.
It's okay.
I like how the text is still in the cutscene. The figure out, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a new ghost ability. You can kind of absorb memories from people. Later, you can, like, push memories into people.
What did he mean by contract?
She can't tell you, moron.
Because she drowned, she can't talk.
This is the memory of your murder. You're too
She
young
just
to
got...
see this.
She was the one who was murdered.
It happened to her.
It happened to her. That's like the weirdest.
She can't talk.
Also,
Ronan, don't you do this right
As you
now.
can see the bell killer mark on her arm. I think it's nice that they actually bother to include in the mod, or instead of just saying, yeah, it's on all the victims.
I don't know about any contract. Please, just stop. Why are you doing this to me? Who are you? What are you doing?
Oh, he's Indiana Jones.
Thanks for spoiling it.
Oh wow, that's some strong blood.
And that stayed on after she was dunked in the water, so... Also, this is a really weird way to drown someone. But actually, that is how they... the witches, this was pretty much how they dunked them in water.
Fair enough.
He drew on you.
I'm saying the witches as if they were actually witches, but...
Yeah.
The innocent
A
women.
little old school
yeah.
there, Pazuzu.
Look, we don't know.
Oh. Okay, maybe she was too young to see that, I guess.
So, like, how young do you think she was? She looked like a teenager, maybe? Like, eh.
Well, you know, when you go in the water, shrinkage.
You turn 10.
I should get back to
Yeah.
Droid.
Well, alright. We did it. Is that really like a
what?
I mean, the bell killer drew a bell
Yeah,
symbol
that's-
on her. I mean,
That's
yeah.
how he gets his name. So yeah, in the beginning, there was a little area off to the side of the graveyard we couldn't access.
Yeah.
And now you, with your teleporting power, you can run back.
I forget. Are those like apparitions that disappear?
With,
I'm sorry, I was distracted by that memory.
you mean the people? Yeah, they're just... They never have anything to do with anything, really. They're just, like, set pieces, and they disappear when you approach them. Dark
Smoking
Roman. There's some... I forget the exact phrasing, but I think it read, like,
Ronan,
he
I
won't
heard
stop
screams
smoking, not even in death.
Good that you're okay.
I'm still dead.
Like,
You found something.
like
Ronan.
Julie, she very clearly knew what was going to happen to us with all of these subtle hints.
My mother was right. This is a bell killer case. Did you find anything about my mom? Memory residue or something?
Sorry.
Did you find some memory
You
residue?
didn't see what he did to the girl. This guy is
Let's just talk about memory residue.
sadistic.
3 layers of Google-like dick fiber.
He confronted the girl about a contract before he offed her.
Contract? I don't think I've seen anything about a contract. Wait.
I still love
Another
how
case, possible
weird
bell killer
the
survivor.
pages are in
Iris
this.
Campbell. Diagnosed
Yeah.
with paranoid schizophrenia, incoherent ramblings about persecution, and a contract.
Again. And where does it say where she is?
What?
It just says Lux Eterna.
So yeah, we're going to Arkham Asylum.
Lux Eterna is a mental hospital.
The thing is, it does have some similarities with Arkham Asylum. And
Okay,
also,
everyone
asylums like that
Actually,
don't really exist anymore.
Go on ahead.
So this is like Batman Arkham Asylum or Lovecraft
Batman.
Arkham Asylum?
So I'll meet you at the hospital.
Oh,
Like,
all right.
Nightmare than this.
So there's gonna be lots of gargoyles to hide on. So that's good.
And the reason it made me think of Arkham, I won't spoil it, but I just laughed during it because I'm like, oh, this is from Batman Arkham Asylum, the video game.
Also, that weathering on the back of that gravestone looked kind of like a smiley face.
I'm that, woohoo!
Maybe we'll see it again. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, I
Right
just
side.
see it. Like, the eyes are kind of off-center, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, he's had a busy night. Because this all takes place within, like, one night.
Wow, how long has she been dead? That's a really weathered gravestone.
I don't know. It hasn't been that long.
I got some bad news.
Oh, I bet we could have. I wonder if you look at the grave if you can see a date. Like how we just walk away. Like,
yeah. Don't worry, bro. It's cool, bro. Dead.
So yeah, this was a longer episode just because that level was long and maze-like. And
yeah. Interesting, though. The new mechanic seems like it opens
does.
up a
Actually,
little more.
we have the ability to get all of the collectibles I didn't get last time. You know, the town stuff. So I'm going to do a collectathon video.
Alright. Well, it'll have teleporting this time, so look forward to that.
Smoking Ronin. Those cancer sticks.
Cancer sticks.
Just like in Star Wars Episode 1, or whatever episode, with they had
Cancer
death
sticks? Oh, okay.
Which were obviously cigarettes, and Obi-Wan Kenobi / the other guy. I'm not good under pressure.
Yep.
I pulled Droid. I gotta roll